Hey guys, it's me. We got a 10-minute recovery series now. So hopefully this is right after you've done a workout, maybe one of our prenatal workouts, maybe not, maybe just walk the dog. Recovery is good any time of the day, trust me. So without further ado, let's get going. Just yourself, maybe a water bottle, rolling out your neck. Nice and easy. Now, if you have done my prenatal series so far, you know this warm up by heart. Technically, I could just be sitting on the ground, right? All right, let's go. Big neck circles, nice and easy. Relax your head, wiggle your knees a little bit, relax your shoulders. Yes, my eyes are closed. Let's go ahead, get some shoulder rolls, nice and easy, backwards. Just relax your hands, right? They're not doing anything. Maybe you could squeeze your navel in though, your belly button, start to get that working. And let's take it forward, same thing. Now, as we're doing this little warm up, right, this whole class is very calm. The whole point is recovery, right, stretching. But I want you to think about pelvic floor still. So zipping up from the bottom the whole time. We should be doing that all day, every day, right? I guess you could call them Kegels. You probably heard that word, right? So let's see if we can keep that going as well. Big inhale, arms come up overhead. Big stretch, reach to the ceiling, interlace your fingers, and a little reach side to side. Make sure your knees are still soft. Do not lock out your knees. If you've been on this journey for a while, you've been told that already by your doctor, right? Do not stand for a prolonged period because of blood flow restrictions. And in that same breath, in that same thought, do not lock out your knees, okay? They're always soft. Always move in, shift in your weight. Let's take a little twist here, side to side. I like a little prep before movement. So you'll notice I dip a lot before I go into a new pose or a new side with my twist. Just helps, again, going through this process. Nice and easy. Preps your body for everything we're doing. Make sure this twist is total body. Head, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, everything is twisting. Let's get two more. Nice and easy. This is all about your breath today. All right, one more big inhale, arms up. And then I want you to forward fold. Now, if that seems dicey, take your time. Hips go back, make room for the belly, soften your knees, find your hands as low as you can go. If you're off balance, hands are on your thighs, relax your head. If you have a couch or a chair or something you can pull over to help you make this maneuver, please do so. If you can still find some flexibility and some strength to come down just on your hands, meet me down on hands and knees. We're starting out this recovery series in a child's pose. So hands and knees, nice and easy. Knees wide, toes together, and you just relax down forward. Okay, so as soon as you're ready, join me in this pose. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. If you're a little further along than I am, you might be up a little bit. Do not pressure yourself to drop down super, super far, okay? Relax your shoulders, relax your head. Stay there for a second. Now, the way this class is working is you're doing it by breaths, okay? 4 to 6 breaths per motion that we're in, per little exercise, we can call it, right? Position, stretch, pose, okay? 4 to 6 breaths. Take your time. If you need more than that, cool. Be my guest. Take 10 breaths. When you're ready, just ease your way up, hands and knees. Roll your shoulders back. We take an inhale. Eyes look up to the ceiling. Arch your spine as best you can. Exhale. Tuck your chin and tailbone. Big inhale, looking up. So this is called cat-cow. Make sure your hips are right in line with your knees, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Exhale, tuck your chin and tailbone if you're not there already. Again, 4 to 6 repetitions. Take your time. There's zero rush in recovery, okay? So big, deep breaths. Hopefully you've got a little me time to get this done. You're not distracted. You're not still working. Your partner is not in the room hassling you about anything that needs to be done other than your 10 minutes to yourself. All right, once you've had enough breaths for you, let's go back to that child's pose. So knees wide, toes together, and we sink back. Again, this might be it. This might be all you've got. It's totally fine. For me, right at this moment, this kind of feels okay. I think this is all I want at the moment too. But if you want to sink your chest down a little more, if you have that flexibility, if you want to relax your neck, go for it, right? It'll feel good if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, don't push it. On your next big exhale, again, at least 4 to 6 breaths, back to hands and knees, step your left foot forward, and you're in almost like a lunge position, okay? Once you get to this lunge position, you're gonna take your right hip and just let it sink forward. Already, I feel a giant stretch through my hip flexors and through my quad, okay? If you want to activate it a little more, you can squeeze your glutes, right? Backside of your body. It's gonna take the tension and literally drive it forward a little bit. Now, as we're going through these poses, again, do not push it. If it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good, okay? There's no like magic place you're gonna get to where suddenly it feels amazing and euphoric. If it doesn't feel good, the end, get out of it. So if it feels great, we can push a little deeper. If you're like, I'm not really into this being on my knee, cool, come off. Come back to a child's pose. I'm just gonna take it for 2 seconds just to switch sides and come right back up. So when you're ready, if it feels good, right foot is forward and we're in that same little lungy stretch. Now, if your back knee, the knee that you have on the ground, is genuinely bothering you and it's not feeling well, that might be because of all the hormone changes, right? Relaxin, elastin, all these things that are really happening and pushing through that are literally physically separating our joints a little bit, right? To make room for baby, obviously. So if things aren't feeling good and things are feeling swollen and weird, that could be a big indicator. All right, let's come back down. You're gonna come seated. Okay, let's go ahead and plop onto our booty. Get yourself set. I'm gonna angle myself here so you can see what's happening. One ankle over opposite knee, just drift it over. And this is a seated figure 4 position, okay? If you've had chats with your doctor about working out and staying loose and doing all the things, I'm sure you've heard not to spend too much time on your back. You can lay on your back to stretch, or if you're propped up a little bit, but you don't wanna stay there for a prolonged period, okay? So I would suggest just a couple breaths. That's why I like this stretch seated. To release it, relax your elbows, relax your legs one at a time. Switch sides. So ankle over knee, and you just pull it in. And if you're like, there's no room, I can't pull it in, you can open it up a little bit and use your hands to pull it in a little bit, okay? Again, modify where necessary. Don't do something that doesn't feel good. The whole purpose is for you to feel better, right? To open up, to get a little energy with blood flow and oxygen, circling out your ankles, pointing and flexing your feet, shoulders back. Bring yourself back to your breath, 4 to 6 breaths minimum. If you wanna take more than that, 10 or so, totally great. Fine by me. One more stretch seated like this, okay? One more, feet wide, or out, I guess, nice and reaching forward, big inhale. Exhale, and you just reach. Again, I'm feeling pretty tight today, so I'm not really going anywhere. I don't have a massive belly yet, but it is still in the way, right? We'd be surprised. We could drop our head chin to chest. And again, if it does not feel good, please do not push it. All right, let's go on to our backs just for a couple breaths. Big, deep breath, work your way down. Knees in for a quick pull, and then support yourself down to one side, okay? It's not a full body twist. You're just letting one arm just fall over you. That's it. So we're not twisting our torso to look the opposite direction. We're just loosening up our midsection and our spine. Only those 4 to 6 breaths. On your final one, you pull to the center, help yourself across, and work your way, support yourself to side number 2. Okay, big, deep breaths. And again, that opposite hand just reaches across. We're not looking that way, right? So I'm not looking at you. I'm losing a headband in the process, though. Let's take one more final deep breath. You bring yourself back to the center. Take that last little pull. Make sure you are on one of your sides. Press yourself back up, and let's come to hands and knees. Now, when you come to hands and knees, we're going into a down dog or an inverted V, whatever you prefer to call it. Tuck your toes under, hips to the ceiling when you're ready. And this is one of those exercises where if it feels good, that's great. If it doesn't, go back to hands and knees and just take a few breaths. If it feels good, you can pedal out your feet. If you feel like you're getting a bit of a head rush and it does not feel good, just drop to your knees for a second. And you can do an active stretch where you take a deep breath and exhale right back up again. Okay, 4 to 6 breaths. If more feel good, that's great. When you're ready, come right back down. Bring yourself back to your booty, cross-legged position. And let's take one final little circle for our upper body. So inhale, arms to the ceiling. Exhale, interlace your fingers, side to side, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders. My neck just popped like 12 times. One more time. Inhale, arms up, interlace your fingers. Again, hopefully this was your time today. Hopefully you were uninterrupted, unencumbered, and you feel a little better, right? A little looser. So I'll see you next time. Awesome work today.